Logan, to you. Does Florida State's defense in their 12 regular season games give up an average of more or less than 400 yards a game?
What was theirs last year, you said? 456?
I got 456. I'm looking at I went directly when I saw that and thought, okay, I got to make an estimation on this. I went right to ESPN stat page for last year, and I got 456 per game.
Well,
I'm going to go, well, I'd probably even if it's even like 420, whatever, I'd probably go under just to be, I feel pretty comfortable with under. I think there's going to be an upgrade there in the pass rush for Florida State, and that's going to help a ton, I think, with the spring being there and figuring out which DBs are going to be set in place. My worry right now is who your two starting corners are. I think there's talent there, but I hope kind of Florida State already has a feeling on what they want to have there starting. I mean, is it going to be Brownlee? Or you send Jerry Jones back out there? You put Miko Dotson, who I think is, in my opinion, the most talented set corner that you have at the moment. Now, you lost Asante Samuel Jr. Obviously, he's going to excel in the NFL. Highly talented, but you know, you got the pass rush. If you can have some guys that are able to lock down some wide receivers, definitely if you're facing a team like North Carolina and Sam Howell, you know, that's going to help that stat average quite a bit. But I you know, it looked a little bit like Adam Fuller was a little lost in place last year, and I just think that not having a spring didn't help anything whatsoever. You're throwing in a lot of young linebackers, and Chris Smart was allowing Steven Dix Jr. and also Lundy to jump in there and get some time. So I'm gonna go under. I think you'll see some improvement on the defense.
Okay, Mark, what do you got?
Over.
You're going over, okay.
North Carolina, Notre Dame, Clemson, all those heavyweights, North Carolina on the schedule. I got to go over 400 yards.
Okay. This one was the toss-up for me. I almost said over because, like you said, Sam Howell, North Carolina, if he's healthy at Miami, DR King. At the same point, I think you're also playing a Notre Dame team that's losing a couple offensive weapons. You're playing a Clemson team that's losing a couple offensive weapons. We'll get to Dylan in a moment. So I'm willing to say that giving up and having playing teams that have lost a couple guys, I'm going to say slightly under. Slightly under, so I'm going to agree with Logan on this one.
Whoa, wow, you're agreeing with me. I also got to remember, Florida State's defensive line, there was no Florida State defensive line last year. Absolutely brutal. Corey Durden, no comment on there. I'll just start on that. But Corey Durden was on your team, and you also had Marvin Wilson. Two extreme letdowns there. You had Robert Cooper. He comes back for another season, but two extreme letdowns there. You got Dennis Briggs coming in. You've got some younger cats that got Quashon Fuller. You've got a guy that I'm really excited for, and Derek McLendon, who I thought had a fantastic spring. I think that pass rush is going to help quite a bit. That's why I'm feeling a little bit more under right now, and I think the younger linebackers got enough playing time to excel and help that running game stop.